all these fields, this beautiful grassland and the mountains and the distance. And I'm going to explore and I'm going to open and I'm going to ask myself, what are the qualities and the beautiful things that I desire to experience? This is this is kind of where I get to find my will, right? I get to acknowledge my will. I get to acknowledge my desire. And right now, it feels like I've pushed that away so much. I'm feeling it in my solar plexus. And I love that you brought it back into the solar plexus because right now, this is something in Gwen's life. In Gwen's life that has been a theme of trying to figure out will, right? And
Mhm.
what is it? And if it's good or bad. Because it's gotten a bad rap, okay?
Mhm.
Um, from her Christian upbringing, from even all of her spiritual training that she has experienced. And I'm wanting to connect in with my will. I'm wanting to connect in with my will and I'm wanting to have an adventure, but it feels like, oh my gosh, this feels blocked. It feels like it can't even express its desire because there's some kind of idea, and perhaps there's the fear again that I get to be with. So sometimes we get to cycle through this, right? So if there was a fear around this, I'm going back to my head and I'm going to go back. I'm just going to do this. I'm going back to my head. What is the fear surrounding this? It's as if I'm feeling in my soul, it's as if me breaking free and saying what I want would hurt something, right? It's like that feeling of the pressure and pushing against what I think is to get out. It feels like, oh, that's gonna hurt somebody, right? It's saying that you're wrong and I'm right, right? Maybe I'm more important than you. And that hurts. It feels like, oh, isn't that selfish? Isn't that wrong? Doesn't that hurt someone? I'm feeling all that. I'm feeling a connection with my mother. So in her feeling overstressed, I took that in as, oh, I hurt someone, right? I hurt someone. Because when we're empaths, that's what we do. We're aware, right? We're aware, oh. So my heart is opening. I'm feeling it in my heart, this compassion for the one who took on the pain of others and said, I am responsible for that. When I desired and I needed something, I hurt someone because of my expression, right? And I am feeling kind of this movement in my heart, sadness, sadness moving through my heart. It's a sadness, sadness that that's how it had to be, sadness that that got to be, sadness. And this kind of deep explanation, I didn't want to hurt you, right? I didn't want to hurt you. I am so sad. I am so sorry. It feels like I get to speak this out. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't want to hurt you. I simply needed something. I simply needed something. And it feels as if, as I talk that, it feels like more light is coming into the room. Like if I say that, it's okay. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't want to hurt you. This, feeling like, oh, like the innocence of the child now gets to come forward. The innocence, the innocence of the child gets to come forward. And now I feel like it's like the sense of now I'm connecting into my solar plexus, me reaching out and me being able to grab the hand of my mother, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. And I recognize that I can see she's doing her own energetic thing. She's got it going down. It doesn't have to do with me. Like, as soon as I released it, I can still feel that she's having her own journey, right? It's okay. That anger and that frustration, that's hers to deal with. She gets to deal with that, right? Oh, that is so relieving.
Hmm.
That is so relieving.
So it's funny. Transfer. So what you were speaking of is transferring emotions for grounding. And this is another exercise. It's funny. I wrote all of these exercises that I wanted to cover, and we're doing it. It's very interesting. I love it. So
This is